There was a lot of things that we didn't get to because this was the most entertaining Grammys that I've seen. What didn't you get to?
Beyonce, number one. There was a lot, but Beyonce, number one.
I was so happy for her, y'all.
She finally took home Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. She's the first Black woman to win that in the 20th century. The last person was Lauryn Hill 26 years ago. And, you know, she's been up for Album of the Year 4 times and didn't win this category. So it was like a big deal.
I know all the anti-DEI folks lost their damn mind last night. Watching that Black woman win Best Country Album of the Year and Album of the Year.
Yes, twice.
Woo.
Yes,
and
twice.
she looked real surprised, not fake surprised like Taylor Swift be looking. And I love the fact that Taylor Swift had to give her the award. That was amazing.
I love that too. Loved it.
Happy 10 years to Lemonade. Classic album.
10 years already?
Yeah, goddamn.
Shit.
Do you think B was sending or playing Jay records as she was making it, or she waited till that was completed to sit him down and get his talking to?
I'm sure he heard like her little glimpses of it, like in the home studio. Like you just walk past to go to the bathroom and you hear some shit like,
you know what?
Hold on, is this fucking Play About Us?
I would hear sorry and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm just get out the house. I'm gonna get out the house. I need some air.
Yeah, Blue Ivy restless. Let me take her to the party.
And B ain't played none of that.
Tata want to play tennis. I'm gonna just leave.
He ain't played none of that for Jay. Jay heard that when we heard that.
You think so?
Man, hell, she kept all that in the raps. Like, man, nah, you go ahead. Imagine Beyonce sitting on the couch staring at Jay while she play him the Lemonade album.
My thoughts.
She's just staring at him.
You can watch my fat ass twist, boy, as I hop to the next boy. Look him dead in his eye while I play that.
Yeah, you got.
And keep your money. I got my own.
You gotta straighten up after that.
Sometimes you just gotta say it. Like people are like, oh my God, that's so. Nah, sometimes you just gotta tell a nigga.
There you go. Even if that's not the case, he just gotta hear that.
Yeah.
Because just the thought of that possibility happening, nah, I'm gonna straighten up. I'm sorry.
A lot of men's egos will think like, this bitch ain't never gonna leave me. Sometimes you have to say, I will go leave you and marry the next nigga. And take all of the frustration I feel from you and put it into the way I suck his.
Photos of Taylor Swift were circulating after the Chiefs game, made from the same company, and her team worked tirelessly because they are damn near impossible to find online. But it was very inappropriate photos of Taylor Swift like painted in red, getting like fucked, double teamed, whatever. It was like very sexually explicit photos that were all deep fakes, I believe, from the same company. So going into the invasion of privacy and overstepping, you know, what kind of echoing what we were talking about with Thug and Mariah the Scientist. This is another thing where Taylor Swift woke up and was thrown into like this shitstorm, and all of her fans, which are obviously younger women, were seeing her in all these like disgusting, compromising positions.
I understand, you know, Taylor feeling disrespected by it, but I mean, it's not you. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Last election was decided because of like this fake news and misrepresentation of stories. Like we act like all adults are like they get it. We can decipher what's fake, what's real. The whole country every day is split on this is real, this is fake. That's the base of our news cycle.
People are
so we're expecting kids to be like, oh yeah, no, you got it, dude. You know that's not her.
No, I'm just saying your parents can explain that to you.
You think these?
I get how it fucks up a kid seeing sexually suggestive photos. I get that part of it, but
you think they're running to their parents and saying, oh, hey guys, I saw these sexually explicit photos. They're not doing that. But if they see their hero ass naked on their screen, they're going to stop, and that's going to be burned in their brain a little bit longer than if it's a stranger.
That's not true. I was a Blue Cantrell fan before and after.
Oh my God. Against the Chiefs. I hope that's an away game.
No.
It's in New York.
It's at the Meadowlands.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah. Oh my
See if your little car fly over Route 3 now, buddy. See if your little car fly over Route 3, buddy.
Giants is home, I stay home. I'm watching the game. I'm not moving around. Hey, listen. And some people really loved our Taylor conversation last pod.
It was 50-50. It was really 50-50.
Some people really hated our conversation the last pod. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
And who liked it and hated it. Listen, I think Taylor Swift is a clout chaser. I know that sounds really stupid when you're that famous. And I know that the average person that's not famous has a hard time grasping how someone that famous can be a clout chaser. I totally get that. But that girl's a clout chaser.
How so?
What do clout chasers do?
They attack
things for attention.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Taylor Swift does a lot of things for attention.
Like what?
Like this.
Well,
like
outside
date,
of this.
Like
date
this.
certain people. Her roster's interesting.
She's faked relationships. She's faked relationships. She does things that I
half the industry.
And a lot of
I don't know. That's when y'all start getting. It is true.
And
I'm telling you, it's true. One,
he pursued her,
and two,
and made it public.
There's theories floating around that she's doing some of this because Beyonce is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pay that no mind. I'll leave that for the girlies. But I don't think that's so far fetched either.
You lost him. Yeah.
What are they trying to say about her and Beyonce? That
you know that they be trying to, the white people be trying to make Taylor Swift the white Beyonce. Sure. I'm not talking about half the industry that has to do that. We're talking about somebody that changes the income of the city when they move.
Sure.
Vaughn, does it tell us anything about Trump's mindset that he is now going after people like Oprah and Beyonce?
And this was just days after he called for the arrest of President Obama and other former Obama administration officials. And the attacks on Oprah and Beyonce, let's be clear, these go back 1 year ago to spurious claims that he was making at the time when the Harris campaign paid the production companies of Beyonce and both Oprah a sum of money for expenses related to events they did on behalf of the Harris campaign. This is normal operating procedure. The Harris campaign at the time denied that there was any money that went directly to Oprah or Beyonce, that their endorsements were not paid for. And in fact, campaign finance FEC reports showed that the money that was spent, and it was far from millions, went directly to their production companies to cover those expenses.
You know, big questions here, but one thing we do know is that this is a very unusual allocation of resources. It's not often that the FBI approves this kind of overtime for its analysts. They even had to lift the annual pay caps in some cases. I have another document showing that to allow these analysts to be paid for all this overtime. Here, one reason the American public should care about this, even if they're not so concerned about the FBI hunting for baseless allegations of fraud, is that every hour that every FBI analyst spends on this is an hour they're not spending analyzing, for example, terrorism cases or, you know, drug cartels or white-collar fraud or all the other things we hope and expect that the FBI is going to investigate that state and local police generally don't investigate. And so it's a huge diversion of resources in the service of essentially a Donald Trump passion project, an obsession, whatever you want to call it, that we have not seen any evidence to suggest that there's any basis here for a criminal investigation, Nicole.